Hi, I'm Edward Bilodeau, and I'm here to give you a quick overview of the McGill School of Information Studies Wiki. Now, this here is the wiki. It's located at wikisites.mcgill.ca/SIS. Anyone who has a McGill account can log in to view the content, and anyone who is a member of the SIS community, in other words student, faculty, staff, or alumni, will be given editor access and they can modify any page on the wiki. Just to give you a quick overview of the wiki itself, the information on the wiki is collected into 5 main sections. There's people, events, student life, academics, and administration. Let's take a quick look at each one of these. In the people section, you will see profile pages for people that are using the wiki. Now, these profile pages are not created automatically. You have to create them manually yourself. And this is one of the first things we encourage people to do once they access the site and are given editor access, is to go in and create a profile page for themselves where they can actually go in and share some information about themselves. So for example, if I go in here to my profile page, you can see that I've put some contact information as well as links to the other sites for the services I use online, so that anyone who's interested in connecting with me using these services can find me quite easily. That's just one example of the kind of content you can put on a profile page. Let's go back to the home page and check out some of the other sections. Under events, you can see we've started to build a simple listing of events, and the idea here is that we'd like the people in the SIS community to use this page here to list any and all events that may be of interest to all or part of the SIS community. These could be conferences, workshops, lunches, get-togethers, parties, book clubs, study groups. Whatever it is, we want this to be the one place where people can go and see what's going on. It's very easy once you have editor access. Anybody can go in and add an event. You can link to that event's website or webpage if it exists somewhere else. But if you're doing an event and it doesn't have a website or webpage, you can easily use the wiki to create a page for that event on the wiki and then put whatever information you want. And you don't have to go through anybody to do this. You just log into the wiki, you edit the page, you add your event, and that's it. So right now we're just getting started, but we're hoping that over the coming months that this will become a very useful resource for members or people in the SIS community to be able to get a handle on all the different things that are going on in and around SIS. Next up is student life. Now, this section is really to try to capture all the information that might be of interest to students. So for example, for now, just to get started, we've put some information, links to the different websites for student associations, and we know that these associations are planning over time to add more and more content to the wiki, both for themselves and also for members and other students to see what's going on within those associations. We're also hoping that this will become the place where students can share information not just about SIS, but also about, for example, see we put a section here about Montreal. So people can share information about neighborhoods, where local libraries are, places or ways you can work on your French while you are studying here in Montreal. Also a place for people to share links to good podcasts and books and blogs and mailing lists that are related to library and information studies. And finally, also for people to share some advice on, maybe life after SIS, keeping in touch, looking for a job. The pages that are here are just some rough pages to get people thinking, but really you could put anything that you think might be of interest to other students in this section here. And over time, as this develops, we're hoping that it'll really add a lot to the student experience for people studying at SIS. After student life is academics. Now, right now, most of the content here links to the main public SIS website. So it's really just meant to be sort of a placeholder and a place for people to go. Over time, we're hoping that students and faculty and even alumni will come here and contribute information about courses and research and other academic issues relating to the School of Information Studies. So, for example, here under courses, I've created a page where you actually have have a list of all of the courses, and for all of these courses, when you click on this, there's a page for that course. Now right now all these pages are blank, but it's a placeholder, and maybe faculty members can use this to share links with the class. Maybe students can come in and also share some of the resources they have found or some tips about the course that would be of use to maybe the faculty or to other students. Finally, administration. Again, similar to academics, this section is primarily contains pointers to information that is on the public website. There's a lot of information about sort of with administrative details of your studies, of using IT, of registering for classes, all this kind of stuff, where it may be too specific and not really appropriate to put on the public website, simply because it's not of interest to a general audience. It's only primarily of interest to students who are currently doing their studies. And so over time, maybe we can put some information here about that. Also, it's a great place for students to share tips and helpful information about dealing with some of the administration around studying at the school, registering for courses, adding, dropping, course evaluations, whatever it is. This is a place where you could store that kind of information. So that gives you a rundown of sort of the main sections of the site.